really pick it up. This is going to be a big one. You spoke, the last time they played about a week and a half ago, there was cars flying everywhere, there were some ejections, so there's a lot of bad blood. These two teams really face off well. Over the years, one team that's been a thorn in Orlando's side has been Harrisburg, so we're in for a good one here tonight.
Orlando with a storied history here, and as Chad mentioned, back on April 16th, the City Islanders won 1-0 in a very heated game. 7 cards dished out in that game, 6 of them against Orlando City B. So not a happy occasion for them, little happier occasion for Harrisburg. So there will be a hotly contested contest here tonight. We're getting ready for a good one as both these teams looking right now to move up the line. And there are some big keys to the game here tonight as well. Let's take a look at it right here. We talked to both coaches. Anthony Poulos, first of all, for Orlando City B.
Okay, I think keeping Harrisburg's forwards quiet. For us, it's approaching it with the same mentality as we did on Friday night, looking for another good performance from our guys. And obviously getting used to a different field. We were on a quick turf in Pittsburgh, and this looks like it's going to be a slower grass surface.
Well, first, I think we have to get off to a better start than we did the other night. You know, I thought the first 15 minutes we were a little bit slow, and they took it to us. You know, once we started to find the rhythm, I thought we were very good the rest of the game, but, you know, those first 15 minutes weren't good enough. So that would be number one. Secondly, I think we have to keep our focus for the full 90 minutes. As you saw the other night, we let our guard down, you know, for 30 seconds twice, and it cost us goals. So I think we just have to make sure we're focused and not let the emotions get to us. You know, we scored that second goal. We were emotionally high and excited and, you know, let our guard down for a minute, and then they came back and got the winning goal. And finally, I think we just have to do a better job of getting runners in the box when we get it wide. I thought we did a great job of getting balls to the flanks. Got some pretty good service, but I don't think we got enough guys in the box. So, you know, it's something we talked about the last 2 days, and hopefully we'll be a little bit better with that.
Of course, your keys to the game there with Anthony Poulos, the head coach of the Lions of Orlando City B, and, of course, Harrisburg City FC coach Bill Belcher. You got those back-to-back. Well, we're getting ready for a good one here tonight. It's a beautiful evening, about 79 degrees out here at FMB Stadium. Gary Sutton, Chad Edwards with you. It's going to be a hot one here tonight in more ways than just the temperature, Chad.
Absolutely. This one, I'm looking forward to this one. I love when these two teams get together. This is fast, furious, really good soccer.
It's USL soccer. You're about to watch it all right here on Vica. We'll be back with the start of the game right after this.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Welcome back to FMB Field here on City Island in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for tonight's USL soccer game. It's City FB going up tonight against Orlando City, the Lions, the B, and a big match back on April 16th that we mentioned in the pregame, in which City FC won 1-0 in a highly contested game. 7 cards thrown in that game, 6 of them against the Lions of Orlando City B. And so we're looking for a game tonight that's going to be played with a little bit of a grudge match kind of mentality. In blue and white tonight, you'll see the Islanders, and off in white, it will be Orlando City B. They played back on April 16th, and we are underway with Orlando controlling.
City Islanders Professional Soccer is presented by Capital Blue Cross, your hometown insurer. By Arlington Orthopedics.
Orlando City B coming off a win over Pittsburgh, 2-1 on Friday night. And of course, as you saw here on Invicta, a tough loss by Harrisburg, 3-2. And as you heard Coach Bill Belcher say in the pregame show, 60 seconds away from maybe a big win or possibly with a tie there. They come to this game 1-3 with 3 points for the season so far. Orlando on the other side 1-3-1 with 4 points. So both teams tonight looking to make a move here in the early part of the season. As Nick Noble ready to send the kick out here. Last game was very, very chippy. This one hopefully will be a little smoother tonight as Noble sends it deep downfield. Headed straight ahead, and then man down in front. No call by the official. In the goal tonight for Orlando City is Mark Ridgers. 15 saves so far this season, 714 his save percentage. On the other side, Nick Noble in the net tonight. He's at 65% on save percentages and having an outstanding game the other night. As we said, just about 60 seconds away from pulling off a big tie there with Louisville in a wonderful game here the other night. Chad Edwards alongside of me here, and Chad high above the field tonight. The other night we were in center field. Tonight we're moving down along the first baseline, and we're sitting up here in the second deck on the home of the Senators and now the home of City FC.
Yeah, this Harrisburg team, I'm sure they're really happy to be playing on the surface that they have here over the years. That field is just, deteriorated behind the stadium here. But beautiful vantage point from here, though, Gary. Really nice to see the play from here. You can see everything develop nice from up here. So we're happy to be bringing you USL Soccer as usual here in Invicta Sports, and for all the viewers on USL as well on YouTube, as Orlando trying to break in there, but Harrisburg doing a good job defensively shutting them down.
Sean McLaw is taking it down to the far side, and now Nick Noble will send it out. Early going here, just starting the game, 2:17 into this one, and obviously 0-0 if you like the European style, 0-0 if you're here in Harrisburg. McLaw's out on the far side, had a really solid game the other night, Friday night. As you've heard said many times, Larry Julius said the other night, team starting a little bit slower here. This ball's taken to the center of the field by Cardell Bembo.
Cardell still with control there. Harrisburg doing a good job right out of the gate here, actually more composed than we saw the other night, a little bit more relaxed. Possessing that ball, what Billy Betcher likes to see this team do, wear down that defense. But right now you're still within that 10-minute mark of a soccer game, Gary, where the team's got to settle in. You don't want to give up anything in that first 10-15 minutes until you can settle in and kind of figure out the game plan of your opponent. And right now I think Harrisburg is doing a good job pushing, and when they do get control of the ball, a little bit more patient than we saw the other night.
Good lead out here near side. It's going to be controlled there by James Thomas. Taken away though.
That ball's going to be out for a throw in there. So
saw Tyler Turner kicking it out. Tyler Turner with 2 goals this season. 4 goals scored so far this year for Orlando City. 8 against them and 5 scored for City FC. 8 against them. So both teams very similar in terms of the stats coming into this game tonight. Scoring has been spread out so far for City. 5 different players scoring a single goal. Most shots taken so far has been Craig Foster with 10 so far on the season. Wheeler has 5 shots, and Bobby Warshaw with 5. Paul Wilson with 3. Paul Wilson with that rocket shot to the top of the net the other night to get it to 2-1 just before the half.
That was a great finish that Harrisburg needed, like you said, going in at the half, giving them a little bit of energy. Did a nice job of bringing that down and finding some space inside that 18-yard box.
Foster not starting tonight. He scored 8 goals for this team last season. Had an outstanding year, and I know they're looking for more and more from him yet this year.
I talked to Coach Billy Betcher before the game. Of course, we got his keys, but he also mentioned that they brought in Aaron Wheeler tonight. They're looking for just a little bit bigger a target up top. See if they could feed some balls in there and play off a Wheeler up top where Foster, a little bit smaller player, a little quicker, better with the ball at his feet, but they weren't able to try and get the ball into him and get a little bit of play off of him the other night that they were looking for. Now tonight we're seeing a little bit more of those balls coming into Wheeler. We'll see if that works out for Billy and the Islanders here tonight.
Kyle McFadden controlling it there. It's going to be kicked out of there by Ridgers. Ridgers from Scotland, an outstanding goalkeeper. You know, you talked the other night about the Islanders, and one of the things they had a tough time with early was getting that short, connecting kind of pass. Tonight they look like they're really a little bit more focused on that here in the early going.
You know, coming your first home game, sometimes those jitters get to you, the nerves, and then, of course, in a brand new venue, everybody, you know, not knowing, you know, really where to go locker room-wise, how to get into the stadium, out of the stadium, and, you know, that's a lot when it's your first home game. So a lot going on in that game. Nice opportunity here.
Oh, and Michael Cox had it near side and looked like he had a clean goal to the left as he had Noble in the near corner. Couldn't get set up, couldn't get the shoulder squared.
That was Heath in there.
And that was Richie Larrea, actually. We'll get a replay here. So look at this. He's got it. All he's got to do is get it lined up there. And there's Larrea. Just couldn't quite get set and hit it with his other foot as he was getting ready to nail it with his right.
Yeah, you're right. Richie Larrea just couldn't. That was a great opportunity. Nice ball fed inside the box. Catching him on the run, just got it caught up under his feet. Otherwise, you know, really good opportunity, and really the first opportunity over midfield for Orlando early on.
Good anticipation there by Noble as he was in a foot race to get to the ball that time, and it looks like he might have gotten hit a little bit in the knee. Looks like he's holding his groin there, almost like a Charlie horse. Early going here in this USL match tonight. City FC up against Orlando City B. Oh, nice back pass right there by Baril.
Ball played in here. Ball loose, could have almost been a handball there. Orlando's got Harrisburg a little bit disrupted now. They're not able to possess that ball. They've picked up the pace in the midfield, starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in this game now, and you're seeing that from Orlando as they start to settle in. They're pressing more, moving the ball a little better now too.
Spreading out the defense a little bit with the reversal of the field. Ball taken by Kyle McFadden.
This Orlando team, when they start to settle in, they can play this game well. When they start moving that ball around, it's going to be a whole different ball game from what we've seen so far in this first couple minutes.
Wilson get in there, mixed it up that time, but ball's going to be taken by the Lions. Taken out of there by Jonathan Mendoza. Getting some pretty good passing here so far. Chance to get right to the middle, then kicked back near the touchline.
Doyle was able to get a foot on that one.
Liam Doyle. Played at Ohio State University, I should say the Ohio State University, right?
Yep.
Back to the middle to Wilson. Good short passing here by the Islanders, trying to get the attack set up.
Here's Wheeler here now, looking nice through ball here for Bembo here for Harrisburg.
Cardell
with some
Bembo
space.
Was looking for some help there, couldn't find anyone, and finally just kind of gave a half-hearted look toward the goal.
Great ball though, great look though from Wheeler. We've seen that ball played into him now and picked up his head, found him on the outside. So good heads-up play. Harrisburg for a couple minutes there were, you know, on their heels with Orlando, but then just settled back into their game.
Richards with maybe the simplest save he's going to have all night long.
So both teams with an opportunity early in the game here. They both keep the sheets at 0, but starting to see some development here in how these teams are going to attack each other. And as you mentioned several times, this was a very heated game a couple weeks ago in Orlando. Cards flying everywhere. Right now we're seeing a much more calm and settled down technical game from both squads.
Well, you saw the City FC going down 2-0 there. Look at this move here by Wilson. And he's going to get tripped up there, and that's going to actually be Bembo there carrying it. Cardell Bembo. And take a look right here, and he's down for the moment.
And it looks like Garcia Devron was the one that got in there and got the foul. Right there, stepping in, caught that open leg on the backside. It was actually Wilson, it looked like, that got taken down there.
And he's getting up now, but he's feeling it.
So restart opportunity here for the Islanders. Good spot that load everybody up on this near side. See if they can't do a swinger towards this 6-yard box or maybe catch somebody going across the front there. But an opportunity here for the Islanders early on.
So Bembo's going to walk it off, get back in there. Here's your look coming up.
Nice ball over the top.
You know, you talked about the size there in the middle, and you had Jankowskis in there the other night. You also had Wheeler in there. Both of them stand well over 6 feet, 6'4". Actually, Jankowskis is 6'2", and then Wheeler 6'4". So both of them give you a whole different look than the small, quick guys they normally have out there with Wilson, with Foster.
So Cardell Bembo is going to get a yellow card here, coming through with the spike showing on that one. You're going to get a yellow card every time you come in with the cleats showing, and nothing that deserved a red card, but you always got to be careful. Right there, cleats coming in with them studs showing. You're going to get a yellow card, young players, every time if you do that. So it's tough. You want to play the ball. Got to remember to keep those cleats down, though.
So our first card of the game there, yellow card goes up against Cardell Bembo.
That second one, actually, there was one for Orlando as well. That one went to Garcia Deveron there on Wilson.
So one apiece thus far. Ball out in front of the net again.
Offsides there.
Become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive news and interactive content. Hey, when it comes to social networking, the USL has got it going on. 11-18 into this game, and no score thus far. The sun finally starting to go down into the west here.
USL does a nice job of promoting the league through all of its different channels, whether it's through YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. They just do a nice job, and that's why this league continues to grow. I've been able to watch this for 11 years doing the City Islander games, and it's tremendous where this league has come and the quality that we're watching here tonight, Larry. So here's a good opportunity here for Orlando, about same spot on the field as the Harrisburg restart.
You're looking at it right here and line it up. Officials chatting a little bit.
Mendoza over the ball. We've seen him on the island for several years. He can strike it from there for sure.
Larrea actually was pushed behind on that, number 6.
Mendoza's going to let it go. They flip it inside the box. Noble has to come out. That was a great ball played in there, I'm sorry, Gary.
Yeah, Noble doing a nice job in there. Another slide. Game being played hard here so far, as you would have expected. April 16th still lingering probably in the minds of both, but particularly Orlando City. There you see Cox. No worse for wear.
But another dangerous spot on the field, and Tony Rocha, I should say, has an opportunity here to really go at the goal with this one. We've got him and Jonathan Mendoza over top of the ball. It's definitely a dangerous spot on the field to give up a restart. Opportunity maybe to drift one over that wall or to just take one at the goal here. I would take one right at the goal. Take your chances earlier in this contest.
There's Rocha. They just right on back, take it away. And on the move quickly is City FC. Down the near side comes Bembo. Bembo trying to lead it right in the
great
middle.
Ball, far side.
And a shot coming up right here. Back out in front. Oh, a great job.
Tremendous defensive play there by Harrison. Tell you what, Larry, that restart down here, Orlando just about caught themselves on the counter attack. They needed to. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm so used to calling the games with Larry. I apologize. I'm surprised they went with that short kick so early on in this contest and not go at it. See if they can't snag one here early.
There you saw Warshaw trying to get in there, had to take it away at the last second. Coming back into control here is Josh Hughes. Good pass to Wilson. Oh, and take it away very nicely there on the far side. Nice soft lead pass there over to Tyler Turner. Tyler Turner, the leading scorer on this team with 2 goals this season. Little Oscar Award winner there for Harrison Heath. who seems like he's in just about every play here on the near side.
He's been very active early on in this contest, and that's what Billy's looking for. Get him active early on, see if they can't squeeze one out. Here's Wilson now.
Just for those great foot skills. Here you go. Line it up. Warshaw trying to get it back to the middle.
Not a bad play, really not much of an angle to go at it, but maybe take your opportunities early on. Again, talking about that, there's an own goal.
Barilla right off the hands of Richards for the goal.
I think it was going to be an own goal that went off the defender inside there, Gary, so absolutely devastating for Orlando on the road, but a huge pickup for Harrisburg early on.
Take a look at this shot. And I'm not sure if it went off the defender or if it went off Richards right here. Look like it went off Richards' hands. Watch him. He gets down in front. We'll take a look. Right there's Richards, and it did. Went right off his defender's toe. You can see it there just before he had his hands on it.
You can see right away both of them going, I got it, you got it. So early on, Harrisburg takes the lead. This is a huge lead early on against the powerhouse in the league, Orlando.
So Burrill given credit for the goal.
Score now, City Islanders FC 1, Orlando City B.
Jose Burrill. So the opening draw here goes to Harrisburg. City FC. So we call them Harrisburg every now and then. The old habits die.
Absolutely.
Over a period of time. It says City Islanders up here, but they like to go by City FC and
City SC. Yeah.
A regional kind of look here, I think, and that's what we were talking with Eric Pettis about the other night. That really you want to see this as a regional team, and it is. I mean, great Tri-City area here with York, Harrisburg, Lancaster, all in the area here, plus beyond.
And it's nice because with them playing I think it's 5 games actually this year in Lancaster, it really is a regional team, and
right.
It'll be good to see this this program grow and possess with that stretching this the market the way they are. It's a phenomenal product. It's a tremendous product the USL puts on, not only here in Harrisburg but across the league. All of these teams and owners and the organizations really do a nice job of promoting not only these players but the league as well.
Well, you look too at the field tonight. I mean, they filled in the infield, so if you're looking down there at the Senators baseball field, you can see it's all filled. They do such a great job here of being able to prepare this field. Of course, the Senators coming back in later this week. You will never know that turf was down there, so they actually turfed the whole field there. What a great surface to play on.
Foreman and his team here on the island, they take care of all the facilities, and I was talking to him earlier. They struggled a little bit with keeping this the turf that was laid down green, watering it and everything, but they were able to keep it. They do such a great job. They've got to come in here and transform this back over for baseball tomorrow night. The Senators are here with a 7 o'clock first pitch for that, and they're expecting rain overnight as well, so they've got a tight window to get everything back in place and tarp it just for tomorrow.
City FC is keeping the heat on right now, and good hook pass down there from Orlando. Fight for it over the near sideline. Taken back by Warshaw.
A delayed call there on that one. Quick restart for the Islanders. They'll stretch the field now. Jose's having a good ball game. Nice ball in for Wheeler. He's taken down. Another good opportunity for a restart here on the field for the Islanders. Just outside that box, and maybe an opportunity even from there to go at the goal.
A lot of whistles so far here early in the game. And again, you see down on the field.
Yeah, Wheeler's a little slow to get up here.
Wheeler did a really solid job the other night, that middle. You take a look and see how it happened right here. Here's Real. And there he is being taken down from behind and coming up holding that left leg. Looks like around the left ankle for Wheeler.
Still down there, so it looks like maybe he caught the back of that, that Achilles. When you catch that and you get raked across there with the studs or whatever, that's takes you a little while to shake that one off, you know what I mean?
Get that foot planted in there and you take it down from behind. Not a good feeling at all.
Not at all.
He tied it up a little tighter and said, let's go.
13th anniversary scarf. Show your City FC support.
So Wheeler back up on his feet now.
All USL matches are available live.
Aaron Wheeler out of Baltimore, Maryland, played for the Wilmington Hammerheads, previous club.
He actually had a stint with the Philadelphia Union and actually was played down several games here over, I think, 2 years ago with Harrisburg as well. So not new to the island, but a good pickup for Harrisburg, that's for sure.
A nice kick, and Ridgers sent sprawling again for another one. Unofficially, his second save of the night.
Jose Baril made about a 25-yard sprint across the center there to pick up that ball. Harrisburg is really in this game here tonight and making sure that they're closing down those spaces quickly on Orlando. That ball fed inside there, so.
Penalty kick awarded to Orlando City B.
Become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive news and interactive content. Go to USL and check out Facebook tonight. Gary Sutton, Chad Edwards with you here at FMB Field for tonight's USL. And of course, you keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL and its 29 teams.
We've got a penalty shot here. I don't know what happened there. I did not see anything during that, Gary. We'll have to wait and see if there's a replay maybe after the penalty shot. Now we've got a player coming in from the sidelines.
No announcement yet as to what happened there, but this obviously hurt City FC the other night. The first goal was scored.
Yeah, off that penalty shot. Foul out here on this near side top of the box. I'm not sure what happened here.
As we said the other night, this is just guess with the kicker. And there it is.
Nice finish there. 25 it looked like. 45, I'm sorry. Is that Ambrose?
Number 35, Brian Roches.
35, Brian Roches was when I got it. So we'll take a look at the replay here and see if we can figure out. First, here's the
Brian
penalty
Roches,
shot.
as Noble went to the right, Roches went to the left, and Roches scores here at the 22:05 mark. So it's 1-1 now. And again, the penalty kick, the bane of Harrisburg FC so far. Second straight game they've had to give up a penalty kick. We'll see if we can get an explanation on that penalty a little bit later.
So 1-1 here. Harrisburg gives one back on the penalty kick, but playing well.
They are playing well. They've kept the attack up so far tonight, much better than they did in the first half. The first half the other night was a little bit blah as they kind of got their feet set. And then right at the end of the half, we had that goal by Wilson. That seemed to spark them on. And then the passing game just picked up from there. A little bit more the kind of attack we're used to with City FC. Orlando City known as the Lions. Orlando City B known as the Lions.
Orlando will have to wait and see if this penalty kick goal gives them a little bit more spark. Harrisburg's been able to dominate the majority of this game here, so we'll see if they can continue with that. Nice ball over the top here for Jose again.
A good lead down the far side there.
Sports Bar and Grill, home of soccer action. Come join us to cheer on your favorite soccer team. Mr. G Sports Bar.
As into the match now, number 21, Mohamed Dabo over on that side too. And it'll be a goal kick.
Goal kick, Orlando City B.
See how beautiful the look is down there inside the stadium tonight. Great to have a brand new place here for City FC. Ball taken away by Baril here in the near sideline. Checked out James Thomas.
Doyle and Thomas have been busy back there for Harrisburg along this back left side. Seems like that's the side Orlando likes to attack right now in this first half. We'll see if that changes up.
Ball in the middle of the field, being carried well. Nice kick to the outside. And back to the middle, looking for that crossing pass in the middle. Good defense again by Orlando City B. Headed back up to Thomas. There's Baril sending it down the far side. Trying to get it back to the middle. Ball is going to be kicked far out across the touchline. When it comes to Twitter, follow at USL on Twitter to keep up with all the live action during the 2016 USL season. The USL on Twitter. Ball sent back down to Noble. 25:08 into this one. Noble will send it out. Good long boot into the wind. Push from behind there.
Here's Burrill.
Boy, I love the way Burrill plays. He's just all over the place.
Yep, he's an aggressive player. He spreads the ball well across the field, picks his head up nice, makes some good runs on the counters as well. He's a fun player to watch.
This is going to be Dabo there. It gets called for the push.
Wearing number 21, Jose Burrill.
Laws plays that one over the top looking for Wheeler. Couldn't find him on that one.
We'll kick it back to Ridgers. Let him take it out of there. I'll take it again by Bembo. Bembo went down early. Looks like he's no worse for wear right now either. There you see Cardell Bembo.
One of those Jamaica powerhouses that have come in and had some national team, him and Wilson. Two good, really good pickups for Billy Betcher and the Islanders.
Played for Waterhouse Football Club previously.
Great switch here, right on the foot of Bembo. Can't take that one in. Beautiful cross though.
Tough one to bring down, almost had it deadened. Back up comes Orlando. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL and its 29 teams. And don't forget, you can find the USL on YouTube. All USL matches are available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Follow the action on the USL YouTube channel. 29 teams in this league this year. Hard to believe, isn't it, Jeff?
It's amazing where it's come. I remember when there was about 12 teams in it. I remember when Harrisburg played their first game on the island here. I actually called that game, and that was his name.
City FC.
Forgot his name now. Scored the first goal here on the island. We did a one-camera shoot of the game.
Those were the days, huh?
Yep, that was when Harrisburg played their very first inaugural game, and ever since it's been a product that I've absolutely enjoyed immensely. Big, huge soccer fan. Think it's a fantastic product that needs a lot more support in the area. There's so much soccer and so many teams and so many fans. They really need to get out and see the product that we have here. This is true professional soccer. These are top-of-the-line players here playing in this league. This is not a B league. This is not a development league. This is a professional soccer league, and it's right here in your backyard in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's right there in your backyard in Orlando as well.
Yeah, it really is an easy drive up here from York. I live in York, and it's about 20, 25-minute drive, and I'll tell you what, a beautiful evening out here. Great product, as you said, pro soccer. Here's Nick Noble setting down on the goal kick. Long, high boot from Noble that time. Good job by Wheeler getting up ahead.
That's what Billy Betcher was looking for, bringing him in and giving Wilson the chance to set out a little bit here. Looking for Wheeler to win those ones right there and get some type of attack at the goal.
Bill Betcher probably not as excited about that shot from Wilson as he might have been, because he had some room to roam there before he let it go. So here is Mark Ridgers getting ready to send this one out.
_Islanders and follow tonight for your chance to win a prize from Pita Pit. All you have to do is tweet us the section you're sitting in and use hashtag #IslandersLovePitaPit for your chance to win. We'll choose a winner at random.
We're talking about Ridgers here a moment ago.
Jose Burrell's going to pick up a yellow card there for the push out of bounds there.
So Burrell
Again, tweet us the section
And
in your
Bembo with
city.
each a yellow card so far, one on the other side for Orlando, so 3 already in this game. So a little chippy here.
Kind of a foolish foul to give up on that far side and turn, especially a card in the game here, you know, in a game that could get chippy. Kind of a foolish foul to give away over there when the ball was already going out of bounds, but that's soccer as well.
They're going to say that's on Dabo, who's wearing 21. Dabo wearing 21 tonight. Who's going to get that yellow card.
No, the yellow card was on Jose Baril, I thought. They gave the call to Harrisburg, Jose Baril, yeah.
So the ball controlled by Orlando City. We'll send it back to Ridgers. Ridgers, by the way, out of Scotland. Brings plenty of international experience to the Lions back line at a young age, 25, but played 10 years in the Scottish professional leagues after debuting at the young age of 15 with Ross County in 2006.
Just goes to show you that these players have come from all over the place to play and have played at some of these players at super high levels. It just goes back to the point that I was making just a couple moments ago that this is a true professional league. And it does attract tremendous players to come in and play in it as well.
Yeah, he actually represented the U19 and U21 Scottish team several times. So, I mean, you're talking about guys who are playing high quality level soccer. And of course, this is a professional league. To go a little higher, you can only go to one other league, and that's called...
Well, in the United States, the
That's
MLS,
right.
but some of these players also looking to maybe go back and play in their own country.
Yep.
Like Jose Baril from Spain and so on. So
Real Madrid.
Yep.
Good lead here.
Great ball.
Chasing down near side. And you're going to get the
foul. Not quite sure there was an actual foul on that, Larry, or I'm sorry again, Gary. And but he's going to get a card as well. Turner's going to get a yellow out of that, which I'm surprised at that. Looked like they both made contact with the ball at the same time. But either way, Harrisburg's going to get another great opportunity from here to either swing this at that back post or take a shot at it. But a good opportunity here. A lot of opportunity. A lot of different things you can do from this spot on the field.
Talk about controversial cards. Antonio Rocha got a red card in the last match on April 16th, but they sent it to the league to be reviewed, and the league basically did not uphold.
They returned it, yeah.
They returned it, yeah. So there you go.
Ball swung in, back
good
post,
lead.
headed on, they score!
Just a great lead that time and a perfect place.
Shane Johnson popping in there from that defensive role, gets in there and puts Harrisburg back up again. What a nice goal, Gary.
Oh, what a great lead that time from the near side. And watch Johnson. Talk about perfect placement here, and Johnson says, I love it. So Shane Johnson strikes with the goal here at about the 33-minute mark.
Number 5, Shane Johnson.
And the assist is going to go to Wilson.
You know, there again, you talk about that height. 6'3", there you had Johnson right in the middle of that whole thing, just using that long lean side, and Wilson with yet another assist. Great job by Paul Wilson with the assist.
You had Wilson, or you had Johnson and you had Wheeler both crashing the goal there. Johnson was able to get the head on it, but it all came from that service from Wilson. Great ball sent in there near the back post, and just a nice job getting in there.
6'4" and 6'3" in there. Here comes City again.
Here's Baril with a shot. That one just over the top. Great take by Baril.
21, Jose Baril. Goal kick, Orlando City D. Keep up to date with the USL all season long.
Nice and patient across the top of the box, looking for that far corner there. Gets the spin on that one just over the top. Another great opportunity for Harrisburg right after that goal scoring.
Guess I'm a little mixed up here tonight because Baril wore number 8 the other night. Tonight he's wearing Dabo's uniform, number 21. Play Escape to Margaritaville, the new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Community 8 pot currently stuck at $50, so we need your help.
So a great look by Baril.
Buy your raffle tickets now and watch that pot grow.
The one thing that City FC wants to get away from the other night is those little lapses. 30 seconds each the other night cost them that game. They gave up 2 goals right after scoring and one late in the half.
Same thing almost just happened to Orlando here. After getting scored on, almost lapsed again there, and Harrisburg almost came back and got 2 on them.
Harrisburg doubles up on the line, so it's going to be a corner kick, the first of the night tonight for Orlando.
With all contestants for the halftime contest, please report at section 201 to be escorted.
First corner of the game for either squad. So the ball is going to be taken here in the near corner. There you go, good hook. Headed out of there nicely. Is that Wheeler again? Wheeler using that great size. Oh, look at this, near side. Warshaw trying to get to it. Bobby Warshaw down. Wheeler again, near side. Thomas trying to hook it up. Somehow Orlando City comes out of there with the ball.
Nice run here by Orlando. Nice ball through the middle again, almost.
Did a great job with short passing there when you might have just kicked it out of there. They hooked up their passes pretty nicely through there and carried the ball for a long time.
Coming up at the half, Larry, we got a chance to interview with both the coaches, and we also are going to be able to, I'm sorry, Carrie, I apologize.
I'll give you a picture at halftime.
I've been calling the games with Larry for about the last 7 years, and it's a habit thing. So
I'm much better looking than Larry is.
You are much better looking than Larry. Yeah. I got to tell him that next Saturday as well. But coming up, we got an interview with Anthony and Billy, both coaches, and we also are going to get a chance to talk with David Wagner from the USL. He is here in attendance here tonight, and we'll be talking to him as well.
Had a chance to chat with him downstairs. Nice young man, and in here tonight viewing the new scenery, new environment here for City FC. This is what Harrisburg did a lot of the other night in the opening half, a lot of kick and chase. Tonight, that's become the exception, not the rule. Tonight, much better passing.
Yeah, they're once they settle in, Billy Betcher is a possession coach. He really likes to possess the ball, make the other team chase a lot because it wears them down, and it also loosens the game up a little bit more. Billy tends to get some really technical players on the island, like you see in Bembo and Wilson and Jose Baril and stuff. And those players, when you start to knock the ball around, that's when they get that movement going. They get circling, and then before you know it, they're wide open in a spot that somebody forgot about them, and bang. And that's just the style of play that Billy likes his teams to play, and we're seeing it tonight. They've settled into that. We didn't see much of that the other night against Louisville, that's for sure.
Well, there's Noble booting it out of there nicely. Great anticipation again by Noble, who's been around here for a while.
Yeah, Nick Noble, been a mainstay here for several years. Done a great job for this organization.
Trying to catch up on that pass that time to Bembo, couldn't do it. Ball controlled on the far side by Orlando. 38-31 into this one. There's a ball kicked near side and just miscommunication there by Orlando, and it'll go back over to City FC.
Is an injury preventing you from doing what you love? Dr. Michael Gordon.
What a great night. This is 2 great nights we've had. Friday night, beautiful again tonight, about 79 degrees at game time.
Excuse me.
Just a wonderful place to play soccer and a beautiful night. Not a lot of wind affecting the game.
No, and you get down inside the stadium, it's nice. It's a nice little bowl atmosphere. Keeps the energy inside the stadium, much like the other where the City Islanders used to play at. The Skyline Sports Complex there. I've always liked that because you're down in a bowl, all that energy, all that sound, everything kind of stays there and just adds to the element of the game.
Look out at those flags. You can see them in left center just hanging limp right now, not flying at all. So this is the kind of game you want if you're a soccer player tonight. You don't have to worry about adjusting for the wind or anything else.
Exactly. Beautiful night.
Over to McFadden. resetting their attack right now. Take it back to Noble. Being sent all the way across here to Devron Garcia. And Devron Garcia is going to push from behind, I think.
Yeah, Thomas did a good job of getting down underneath him and drawing that foul.
Thomas doing some good work there tonight. Really,
he's been busy here. Been busy on this side.
In honor of Mother's Day, it's Soccer Moms Night here on the island. Come out early for the pregame show and for giveaways from PHFA. Then at 7 o'clock, Route 1 CFC will win against FC Cincinnati. That's Saturday, May 7th at 7 o'clock. Let's go City!
Near side, Barreal. Real leading all far side. Good lead pass. Just a little too far that time.
Yep. Good heads-up look, though, out there again. Just talked about that movement that Harrisburg likes to do, knocking that ball around, and before you know it, you've got somebody on that outside wide open. And you've got the talent and players like Barreal to be able to find him as well.
You saw Bembo turn on the jets there. He was changing up pace in a hurry to get to that ball, just a little bit beyond his reach that time. A little push from behind, got away with it. Look out, dangerous moment here. Right across, good defense there by City.
Corner kick, Orlando City B.
Looks like Johnson got a foot on that one.
Yeah, Johnson got a goal a moment ago, just saved one. So 2-1 here, 41-37 into this one. Here you see the size of Johnson. We were talking about that 6'3" frame a little bit ago. As we said, David Wagner for the USL will be with us here at the second corner of the night. Both of them coming off the foot of Orlando. They're about to get another one.
One more time, Orlando City B corner.
So corner number 3. See if they decide to go up in the air this time. And they do. Right out in the front, and we've got a whistle in there. Was that offsides?
OCB now in the box. Fans in Houston by the Spears.
Well, nevertheless, it'll be City FC's goal kick. Noble getting ready to send it out.
Or how about checking out the 2016 City FC 13th anniversary scarf? Halftime's a great time to go.
Gary Sutton, Chad Edwards with you here at FMB Field tonight for this USL soccer match. The rematch from April 16th, won by City, 1-0. A game that saw 7 different cards, 6 of them going against Orlando. Oh, and a great stop there again by Ridgers. Again by Ridgers. Ridgers with 2. Mark Ridgers with 2 saves. He's got 5 of the night so far, which tells you, against only 2 on the other side for Noble, which tells you a little bit that City is on the pedal here in the first half.
They've been doing well. Right off the start, we saw them very relaxed and have controlled the majority of this game. But, the game of soccer, we've both played it, and we both know that, you only need one shot at the goal and you can win a game. The team that always has the most shots doesn't necessarily win a soccer game.
Bembo to Wilson. Wilson, nice lead ahead down the far side. Nice little lead in the middle. Just missed his man coming across.
Tremendous run there, too, by Wheeler.
Good reverse by Wilson. Back to Bembo. Bembo dumps it off. Wilson again trying to hook it. Defense perfectly placed in front of Wheeler. There's Johnson. Johnson pretty good with those little pushes from behind so far. He's gotten away with 2 of them in the last 30 seconds.
He's got those huge legs to be able to stick him in there and get the ball before the Orlando player is able to get on it.
Barreal working that far side pretty hard. Barreal threw me off tonight a little because I got done watching Friday night, that number 8 running around everywhere, and tonight he's 21 with Dabo on his back, so I don't know why why they switched that. There's probably a story there somewhere.
I'm so used to his run that I just recognized him right away from his run. He's got a unique style that he runs with. So
Richie Larea reverses it near side over to Tyler Turner. Turner really hasn't had any good looks at all tonight so far.
Orlando's struggling a little here tonight. I'm a little surprised that They haven't worked themselves back into the game the way they're used to. They've got a very talented team. They just seem like they haven't settled in yet. Seem a little bit disorganized, but that's also the type of thing you got to be careful of in the second half. If you come out thinking they're going to be the same way and they change the tide on you, that's exactly what Orlando can do.
I'll tell you one of the things you like to watch is their passing. They're really nice in these short, quick passes to the middle. There again, nice lead. It's taken there by Larea. Back to Larea. Good defense here by City. Saw Burrell get it. Out to Wilson. Good hook up there, and just off the foot of Burrell, and you can see the frustration there on the far side. He couldn't quite control it.
So in stoppage time now, I did not hear the announcement of how much extra time that they're playing. 2 minutes of extra time. Official time always kept down on the surface with the center referee in soccer, so they can say 2 minutes, but it's at the discretion of the center ref.
Well, it must be nice to be the only guy in the stadium that has a watch at that point, right? He's the only guy that knows what the real time is.
Absolutely.
There's a sense of power, right?
That's right.
It's kind of like you when you're producing, right?
There you go.
You're the only guy that knows the real time, right?
That's right.
Look out. You got to line up right here.
Nice ball fed in. Johnson with a good head out. Harrisburg's just got to clean it up now.
This is where they got in trouble the other night. Right there at the end, they have so many times you see teams, no matter how hard they try, have that middle mental letdown, and that's where you get hit. So you got to think we're somewhere down around a minute right now. Look at this. Again, going right through. Wide open shot.
Another
stop by Noble again, and you had a little bit of a breakdown there defensively. Is just weaving right on through. It's almost like you're trying to buy your way into the half.
Terrible letdown on that far side by Harrisburg, just not stepping up and going after the ball. Watch this. He's literally able to just walk through 4 or 5 players. Nobody's stepping up. Somebody's got to step up and challenge that much sooner. They cannot put Nick Noble in that type of position.
And there is the first half, and it's 2-1 here at the half. Harrisburg leads Orlando. When we come back, we're going to check in with David Wagner of the USL, and we'll have an interview with him, and we'll check in on some of the other stories here at the half, look some highlights, all coming up here on Invicta Sports. It's 2-1 at the half. City FC is up on Orlando City B, and you're watching it all here on Invicta. USL Soccer back after this.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions. And welcome back here to FNB Park here at the half. City up 2-1 over Orlando. Got an opportunity to talk with David Wagner with the USL. And David, you're Vice President of Operations?
Correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure I had your title right.
Yep.
First time here in the Harrisburg area?
Yes, excited to be here.
Now, you're out of the home office then. And is that in Orlando?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
Yep.
Well, good. Well, welcome to Harrisburg and welcome to the City Islanders facility. A little bit better than what we're used to on the other side. Nice park here. Tell me a little bit about what you see here tonight, what you like about the Harrisburg environment and what this club brings to the area here in central Pennsylvania.
Sure, it's fantastic. No, I've been with the league now for almost 6 years, and so I've seen the team be across the street here and now be here, and this is fantastic. It's a great facility. It's a great town. We're excited. We have a solid Pennsylvania rivalry going with Pittsburgh and now Bethlehem coming into the league as well, so it's a fantastic time for soccer here.
Tell us a little bit about the league. I mean, you've seen it. I've been doing the Islander games now for, 11 or 12 years, and I absolutely love how it has just continued to grow and grow and grow, and it has really become a heck of a product. Yep. I think this is an outstanding professional league. We are seeing every year more and more players that are coming from all over the world, yep. and it's really just developing to something. And now we're at 29 teams. Yep. It's just phenomenal. I mean, tell me about that growth and how you guys have been able to pull this all together and how you've been able to, manage to massage a league like this in the United States that it took a while for the MLS to grow, and it seems like the USL has exploded.
Yeah, it's been great. We've been working hard the whole time that I've been here, and it's just been a complete transformation. We haven't been slacking off for sure. And it's all about the teams as well. We've brought in a lot of great owners, a lot of great operators in terms of the folks that work in day-to-day of the venue. You have some great people that work here, starting with Eric and Chuck and John and Roy and all those guys and Patrice. They hustle hard, and so every year it's just gotten better and better. We added a few new teams this year. We have another team coming in next season in Reno. 2 conferences now, 15 in the West, 14 in the East. So each season it's been slow and steady, but it's really about, at the end of the day, is bringing in quality operators that are in it for the long term. They're buying it. Everybody's bought into what we're trying to do as a league. Everybody, we work together as a team, and not just in the office, but all the teams together. Everybody wants to help each other succeed, and not on the field that much, right? You want to keep that competition strong, but off the field, it's all about growing and what we can do to make it a more valuable product and better for the owners, better for the fans. Everything every year, we just work harder for that.
And part of that is shown through, as part of that growth now, there's more and more chances for fans to see the games. I know you guys started a partnership and working with YouTube several years ago, and that's continued to grow. And now this year, fantastic new things happening now with ESPN and more bigger partners getting on board with the USL in terms of that coverage as well.
Yeah, it's been great. We had an exciting announcement in the Sports Business Journal that just came out. Great new partnership with ESPN. We're excited that we're able to push the product out to more people, making it easier to watch. Everybody can go on the USL YouTube channel, catch all the games now, and every year we're just upping the quality. You guys have a great broadcast here, and so we're excited about what you're doing and for all the teams as well. Every year it's going to get better and better in terms of what they can expect.
What's the future of the USL? What's next?
Sure. For us, it's obviously we're happy with our growth. We want it to make sense. Better competition on the field, more fans in the stadium, more exciting stuff. We've had some great attendances this year. I'm sure everyone saw some of the excitement that we've had in Cincinnati, a new team in San Antonio. So, every year just growth and that, and then just upping the terms of quality of product. That's the most important thing.
Well, I know I'm a huge fan. I've been a huge fan for years. First of all, I'm a soccer nut. But I absolutely have been 100% behind this product. I love the fact that fans can get up close and personal with the players. I love the fact that they're venues that make you feel at home with the players, and I just love the league. I think it's grown tremendously. I think the quality is getting better. I think we're seeing players that are tremendous from all over the world and local players. So I think you guys are doing a great job. Keep moving along. We're going to help. We're going to keep supporting you as long as we can, and it's nice to see this thing continue to grow.
Great. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Stay with us. We're at the half. Harrisburg City up 2-1 over Orlando. When we come back, you'll be able to hear our interviews with both coaches before tonight's game. Stay with us.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions. Hey, Anthony, I just want to take this time. First of all, thanks for talking with us here at halftime. I wanted to get your thoughts a little bit on the league. Obviously, so much has happened over the last really 5 years. It's just exploded. Of course, your team had moved up now into the MLS, so you have the B team. What's that transition been like for Orlando?
It's been an interesting challenge. Obviously, it's a completely new dynamic for the club to have a second team, a B team, if you like. It's one that was going to take time for everybody to adjust to and get used to, but it's one that we're embracing, and we think it's going to be a really important piece for the club moving forward.
And the USL is a big, important part of that, I know, because before the MLS teams, they had kind of their development, programs as well, but nowhere really to play, or if they did, it was kind of, not too many people in the stands. Now this has become a big professional league, and it gives, the younger players a great opportunity to get that experience before they move up into the big league.
Yeah, it's fantastic for our younger players, like you've just said. I mean, it gives them an opportunity to play meaningful first-team games week in, week out, for them to gain experience, for them to learn, for them to grow, and for us as a coaching staff to find out who are the ones that are going to be ready to make the jump to the MLS and the ones that are not.
Now, you guys have been able to make that jump, and one of the few teams that have. How has that transition been? Obviously, going from the USL to that, it sort of is a major step, and it isn't, but how has that transition been? I know bringing in people like Kaka and them has helped the program in terms of fans and draw, but how about the play of the game and still being able to bring those younger players in?
Yeah, well, the game's still the same. It's still 11v11 on a full-size pitch, and one referee, 2 assistants, so that side of it hasn't changed. I mean, obviously, you're coming up against better opposition week in, week out, bigger stadiums, bigger, obviously more well-established clubs. From an actual football standpoint, I think the club is still trying to play the same way as we did in the USL, and we've got an identity that we try and stick to. And obviously last year we had certain teething problems, but I think this year the guys have started pretty well, and I can only see this club moving on to become one of the biggest clubs in North America, in my opinion.
Well, I know, the main club over years had dominated the USL, and Harrisburg and USL and Orlando were always a big rivalry game. So this is great. I hope to see that program grows as much as the first and all these teams. It's amazing that we have the league that we do now. So it's great. Thanks for talking with us. Good luck, and the rest of the way, and hopefully we see some of these younger players that are out here today up on the big team soon.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Anthony. All right, with Billy Betcher now. Billy, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit here at halftime about how things are going. There's a change of venue. A lot of things happen with the league. Fill me a little bit about, first of all, the change of venue. The guys must be excited.
Well, yeah, obviously it's great to be here. Skyline served its purpose for a while, but as this league grew and got better, the facility became outdated. The surface wasn't good enough, and we're excited as can be to be here. I think the first game, the field played great. The guys were thrilled to be on this field, and I know Louisville was too. So we look forward to a great season here.
So as the season progresses and as this league continues to grow, new faces are starting to come into the City Islander lineup, and it's some more higher quality players like Warshaw and stuff like that coming back to play. What does that mean to a program like Harrisburg that isn't the biggest one in the league, kind of one of the smaller ones, but to attract somebody like him back to his home area?
Well, obviously it's great to get Bobby back. I mean, he's from this area. He's had a pretty decorated career, played in the MLS, played overseas. A guy like that probably doesn't come to Harrisburg 4 or 5 years ago. So I think you've seen the league has changed. There's a lot of great franchises now. There's top players coming in every year. The MLS teams have second teams. Not just Bobby. We got guys like Jose Barril, who played at Real Madrid system. We have Mo Daba, who we picked up this year, who was at Inter Milan's B team. You know, and you're finding these kind of players. You know, 3 kids from Jamaica that have had national team experience. You know, we don't find those players 5, 6, 7 years ago. So I think it speaks volumes about how far the league has come.
Yeah, I was just going to talk to you. You're right. Those types of players we didn't see. We saw a lot of kids coming right out of college and playing like that. You've seen this league grow immensely. Again, we take a huge step this year from last year. What's the biggest thing you see, and where do you see this league going? It almost seems like it's got momentum that it just can't stop. It just keeps growing.
Yeah, I guess the obvious thing is just the number of teams, how it's jumped in the last few years, and it looks like it will continue to do that. I don't know what their ceiling is, but I imagine we'll have more teams in again next year. Soccer is big now, and it's, you know, you can't turn on the TV without seeing the games in the EPL and, you know, Germany and wherever else you can find games, and MLS games are on all the time, and you know, now USL's got to deal with ESPN. I mean, there's so much going on and so much soccer that I see the future being really bright in the U.S. For not only our league, but soccer in general.
Very competitive league this year, and it has been all along. Harrisburg off to a little bit of a slow start. Was something that you guys have done almost as long as I've been doing the games with you. Seems to be a slow start and an explosive finish. Does a slow start worry you now that the league is growing and the quality of play is getting better and better?
Well, it's certainly not by design. We've had some years where we've got off to good starts, but yeah, it seems recently it's been a little tougher at the beginning of the season. And partly they started the season earlier and earlier, and we're having to go on the road for the first 3 and 4 games every year, which is not easy to do. It's difficult to win at home, but even more difficult on the road. Yeah, we're not excited where we are, but we are happy with the way we've been playing recently, and we feel we have a strong team that will compete, and we know that we can't dig ourselves any deeper hole than we're already in, and we feel that we'll get ourselves right back in the thick of it pretty soon.
Billy, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to FMB Field here on City Island in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, where it is 2-1 at the half. The City Football Club, City Islanders if you'd like, but City Football Club up 2-1 on Orlando. Let's take a look at the halftime stats. First of all, as the Islanders come out tonight here at a 2-1 lead at the half, you can see corner kicks. They're not winning at all. It's 3-0 so far in corner kicks, but shots on goal 8-5, much better than the other night in the first half, Chad. And of course, yellow cards 2-1.
Switch.
And red cards none so far in this game. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here in the first half and the goals that were scored. And the first blood was drawn here by City FC. As you can see, the good lead.
This was a great ball fed across there. And, you know, just nicely put back. Actually, that's just a ball played out there. But that was a great play, a great buildup by the Islanders. And right there, that was the penalty that led to the penalty shot for the tying goal there, Larry. Or, I'm sorry, Gary, I did it again. I'm sorry, man.
And Richie Larea. But then you saw the head shot right here from Johnson. And I'll tell you what, Ridgers did an outstanding job in the first half here with the saves.
That first goal of the game was that own goal by Orlando, and that was in the 17th minute. Burrill actually sent that one across.
Ridgers with 5 saves so far, Noble with 2 in the game. And again, one of those, the only goal by a penalty kick here tonight, which was something I heard of the other night. Saves by period, Orlando City first half, 5-2 as we said. Corner kicks 3-0 there. Burrill unassisted on his goal at the 15:28 mark, and then 20:42 mark, Brian Roches with a penalty kick, and of course 32:40, Shane Johnson with that wonderful head off the great assist to the inside by Bembo. Wilson, rather. So there's where we stand as we get ready to start the second half here at FMB Field.
So Orlando, we'll have to see what Coach Anthony had brought to the table when they went into the locker room. We'll see if the Orlando team that we're used to seeing come out with that fire, if they return in the second half or appear in the second half, I should say, Gary. And Harrisburg really just keep doing what they're doing. I think they played a good, strong, solid first half.
You talked about Coach Anthony Poulos, who's a longtime Lions player and coach. He joined Orlando City back in 2012, played a pretty significant role as a player through the 2014 season. He was a midfielder, and he was a Welshman.
Yes.
Son of Tony Poulos, who's head coach of English Premier League side West Bromwich Albion, and he's taking on his first professional managerial job. And how'd you like to have that Stepping into your dad's shoes there, right? Huh?
Yeah, those are some big shoes to fill if you're coaching over there. That's for sure.
But he's got some pretty good credentials of his own, having been an outstanding player. And we are underway here in the second half with City taking the ball first. Johnson trying to chase it down. Good footwork by Michael Cox near side, and then sent out by Sean McLaws.
So it's interesting when we see some of the teams that are associated with MLS teams, Gary. We tend to see some really young players that are in that development, and you sometimes see that differentiator between players. You know, there's a couple players that we look out there, 51 for Orlando, who's Michael Cox, tremendous player, but sometimes you see the youth in him in terms of some of the decision making, and it's great because we'll see them play again later on in the season, and you'll see just a huge, tremendous jump in their play a lot of times. It's exciting to watch these young players develop that do get a chance to go in on some of the MLS, you know, B teams and stuff. So.
Played for KUPS, and born in Canada was Michael Cox. A lot of countries represented on this field tonight.
Absolutely, that's what I love about it. It's just such a diverse cultures that bring these guys together. And
you know, when you think about it, you know, you think soccer's played the same all around the world, and it is. But I'm sure there are little idiosyncrasies that a coach like Bill Belcher or Tony Poulos has to bring together here and combine into one frame of thought here on the soccer field.
Sometimes it's even just a language differentiator. We had a player that played for the Islanders 2 years ago who was from Africa, and he could not do interviews with us because he didn't speak or understand English. So we had to have a player on the team translate for us, which is interesting. So when you think about playing in that environment as well and trying to communicate in that environment, that makes for, you know, some I'm sure some interesting conversations during practice.
And of course, sometimes when the Scottish guys talk, you can't understand them either. I'm Scots-Irish by background, so my relatives, they could speak English, and you wouldn't quite be sure that was what it was. I say that with all due love for the Scotch.
I like Scotch, too. No, I'm just kidding.
Just a different kind, right? Look at this one. High, lofted shot, far corner. Nice head back in, but he's going to be out. They're going to say it's going to be a goal kick here.
Yep.
For Nick Noble. Nick Noble with 2 saves in the first half. Beautiful night here at FMB Field, right along the Susquehanna River. You can look across and see Harrisburg, all lit up at nighttime. Just a beautiful, beautiful scenery. Hope all of you can make your way out here for some games this season, because this is just absolutely a super ticket. Really a lot of fun.
Next home game, of course, will be May 7th. Make sure you come on out and get your tickets at cityislanders.com. You can order your tickets there and find out all the different specials. I know they've got a Mother's Day promotion going on, so bring mom out on a Mother's Day for the Mother's Day weekend and enjoy a great evening of professional soccer here from FMB Field. And you know, Gary, this is your second USL soccer game.
Yes, it is. I've done high school soccer before, but this I have never seen USL, and I tell you what, I am very, very pleased. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Well, that's what I was looking for. You know, there's a lot of people that come out and get hooked the first time they see it, and that's what I love to see.
Well, I'm one of them.
Some new fans that come out, it's fun. You see that they come out, and you see the excitement, and you start to see them trickle in more and more throughout the season, which is nice.
Well, you know, we're in a country where we get hung up a lot of times on scoring on every sport, and people say, well, you know, what about the scoring here? But, you know, when you watch the skill and you watch the passing and you watch all the strategy, I mean, it really is interesting. It's a lot like playing chess with your feet.
That's right, it is. It's a very technical game.
And just you watch what these guys can do, and just all the different strategies the coaches try to employ here. It's really fun to watch.
Orlando's settling into this game here a little bit more in the second half. I thought we would see them start to come together here. I think maybe Coach Anthony talking with them, maybe settling them down, I'm not sure, but they're playing a much more controlled, possessive game. They're more patient than we saw in the first half, and that's the Orlando team that I'm used to seeing that come on the island and really goes head-to-head with Harrisburg. So what does that mean? That means Orlando's, you know, they're still in it. They got their head still in this game. They're looking for those 2 points still. But for Harrisburg, they've got to keep their head in the game as well and keep pushing. They don't want to take their foot off the throttle now. Great turn.
Look like they're getting into a rhythm here. And good block there along the baseline. Look out, you got straight in right here.
Not a good clear, and Nick Noble, nice job of throwing that one aside. Maybe could have gathered that one in, but that was a dangerous ball played out by Burrill straight up the middle, right to the top of the box. And, you know, they're lucky it's not 2-2 after that one, but a good save by Nick Noble.
Dead straight on look from about 20 yards out. So we're back down here at the corner again. 4 corners tonight so far. We're not talking about North Carolina. We're talking about the 4-corner soccer style here. First corner of the second half. And another dangerous moment here is Orlando. Good defense over here on the near side by City.
A little bit of miscommunications on that short restart on that corner.
Who's going to kick it out first?
What
Great job by City. Then taken back from Thomas. Back to the middle. A little scary moment here for City. Back out to Wheeler. Wheeler carrying it down near side. Should be a call there from behind.
Wheeler goes down. Tough tackle there by Tony Rocha.
And I think Wheeler's still hurting a little bit from the first half, and he went down from behind. You can see just a little bit of a limp there. So it'll be Johnson putting it back in play. He of the second goal tonight. And check that, Johnson's not going to do that. They send over Liam Doyle instead. Set piece here down near side. Bembo chases it down in the corner. Bembo, some good footwork here.
Nice
good
flick
touch over the top. Look at this. Oh, and McLaws earns the first corner tonight for City. What a nice pass that time from Bembo.
Nice flick over the top. A few step overs to try and keep the defender on their back feet, on their heels, I should say, and nice flip over the top.
So here is Burrill, who's going to put it back in play. First corner of the night for City. Two defenders out there near him. Burrill with a nice high look. Nobody home on the far side, though.
Looked like Harrisburg tried to pull everybody out, leaving just Wheeler and Johnson in there, see if they could get on the big heads there for the target, but too long of a service.
Great defense there by City coming back down. That was a one-on-one look the whole way down. And you saw Josh Hughes getting back there and stopping the forward lunge. Long look far side, headed out of there by City. Harrison Heath. Yeah, the passing here for Orlando really solid in the second half. A little bit more of a rhythm game going on right now.
Not sure. I think Harrison is the son of Coach Heath, who is the head coach of the Orlando City main team. Adrian Heath, of course, had a illustrious soccer career as well. Nice ball flung in there. No opportunity at it, but a nice ball played in. Adrian Heath, quite a character to watch on the sidelines and as a player, very fiery. Doesn't sit down much. It's one of those coaches.
Here's a good look. Line it from the far side and just going to be missed off that side.
47, Marius Obaka. Goal kick, City Islanders.
Been impressed with Orlando's second half action so far here, Gary. They've been much more involved in this contest. They've been closing down the space and not allowing Harrisburg to knock the ball around as freely as we saw in that first half, and it's created a couple opportunities now. Harrisburg needs to see if they can't get some more dangerous play up front there. That one in for Wheeler. Not able to control that one, but again, it comes back to him.
Marius Obaka missing that last shot for Orlando. Orlando has been the aggressor so far in the second half here, without a doubt.
So we're in our 55th minute. Still 2-1. And the tides have turned a little here.
You just feel like momentum is wearing the white uniform for the moment. But again, as you mentioned, the first half, so quickly that can turn around here with one play. I was interested the other night when City was on the attack against Louisville, and they were so much on the attack, it almost like when they got the last goal scored against them, they didn't know what to do when they got back on defense just for a moment. They were attacking, and they forgot, hey, we still have to play defense. They got beat on a headshot.
Yeah, that was a disappointment, I'm sure, for all of them after fighting so hard to get that tying goal and trying to walk out with a point. And then to have that happen, but on the other side of that, what a tremendous job by Louisville to stay in it right up till the last whistle and just, go for that opportunity and keep that ball in play. It was a fantastic snapping header across the box to feed the gentleman that scored the final play. But boy, from a Louisville standpoint, tremendous play. From a Harrisburg standpoint, just a big disappointment.
Become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive news and interactive content. Check us out on Facebook. And another corner earned here on the far side, so this will be the second corner now for City. As it was Bembo kicking it off the defender of Orlando. So over in the far corner, Barrio getting ready to put it back into play. A high hook here, and there it is. And the headshot into the corner and just missing it for the far side and almost getting his second goal tonight was Shane Johnson.
Parked right at that back post, and he sent it back across the goal, but just.
And there you can see the look, just gritting his teeth. He had it lined up. Now look at him, he's number 5. He's sitting right here on the backside. Now watch this. Puts his head right in the corner, and he had it. Nobody was home.
I think everybody, including Wheeler on that back post, thought it was going in, so he didn't go for it.
Yep. Yeah, he had it lined up pretty well. You can see him directed with the head. I mean, it was a good shot.
We've got a player down. I think we're going to see a substitution here for Harrisburg. I think that is Wilson that's down. It is. And he went down. He had that first knock in the first half that created the first yellow card for Orlando. We'll have to wait and see if he gets subbed out here.
What's kind of interesting, he's coming up talking to the official saying, come on, that should have been a foul. Sometimes you're slow getting up here too, just to kind of explain that to the official. You want to take your time and
Billy Betcher likes to make his subs starting around that 65, 70-minute mark is when he likes to inject something new into the game. So we'll see. There is somebody up at center. It is actually Wheeler's going to come out. And I'm not sure who that is coming in now, but Wheeler out. And it looks like Jankowskis will come into the game.
That was a substitution they made the other night, bringing Jankowskis in late.
Right.
Of course, they had Wheeler and Jankowskis in the other night against a much taller, rangier Louisville team.
So that's a like for like, taking Wheeler out and bringing Jankowskis in. Another big target up top, somebody that they can feed the ball into, let him spray the balls off of that, hold it up a little bit. Jankowskis, I think, a little bit more energy than we see from Wheeler. We'll see him really run and gun at these players here for Orlando. But size-wise, a like for like.
And, of course, you still have Foster sitting there on the bench as well, a guy who could score in a hurry. Good job by Mick Laws. Nike is a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Nike Soccer and USL, a great partnership.
Long ball sent forward. That one's going to be flicked back for Noble.
Noble says, I'll take this one and boot it out of here myself or roll it out. Let's see what he does. Good high ranging boot that time.
You got a foul here against Orlando.
So sometimes just giving those long kicks down there gives everyone the time to think and adjust and try to get positioning, and those kind of fouls will come up, and this one on Garcia.
Harrisburg's going to move everybody up here. I thought so. Johnson moving up now. They're at a spot. They can run a set play here and see what happens. Over the top, who's on the end of that one? No one there. That one looked like it went off an arm maybe. Maybe not inside, off the chest.
Well, he had Thomas in there along with Johnson. Follow at USL on Twitter to keep up with all of the live action during the 2016 USL season. Gary Sutton, Chad Edwards with you here. We're in the 60th minute now, and 2-1. City FC leading right now 2-1 in this one as McLaws sends it out of there very quickly. Orlando back on the attack.
Ball right across the front here. We'll see what happens.
Defense again getting a little bit lax there, it looks like, just for a moment in the middle. Now they got the ball. It's City. On the move now is Wilson. Trying to lead it ahead. Can't quite get his pass out there to the near side.
Held that a little long. He had a couple opportunities to move that ball quickly outside for Bembo. And then on the far side, you had Burrill making a run. It could have been a good, nice little outlet for that.
Controlled over here by Lewis Neal. Lewis Neal was suspended in that first game with a red card.
He was one of the ones that picked up the red card, that's right.
So he had the one that stuck.
Yeah.
And of course, Lewis Neal back in here tonight. He did not play in the first half.
What do they say with that? You're guilty, you're charged and guilty, and the other one was just charged,
yep,
but found not guilty.
That's exactly right. In that case, you were guilty until proven innocent, right? USLsoccer.com. Keep up to date with the USL all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL and its 29 teams. So you can't take Chad Edwards home with you. You got to take home USLsoccer.com.
There's not too many people that want to take me home with them.
And of course, USL on YouTube. All our USL matches are available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Follow the action on USL YouTube channel.
Reminder, May 7th, 7 o'clock. That'll be the next home match. You can catch that one as FC Cincinnati will be in town. One of the new teams in the league this year that's having a fantastic start. Tremendous support in Cincinnati for that team. Another one of those
20,000 the other night for a game,
yeah, tremendous. It's just fantastic to see that in some of these towns that are starving for something professional. You know what I mean?
Well, you talk about Orlando City. I know in their first 3 seasons playing at the Citrus Bowl, they led the league in attendance figures.
Yes, they did. They in the top MLS team now has tremendous following as well. And I was talking to Coach Anthony before the game, and he had mentioned that it's kind of a little weird because when they started out, they were playing at the same facility as where Orlando is now. Now they play 90 miles away is where their actual home field is for the Orlando B team.
Oh, and a dead shot out in front of the goal there, just missed. I mean, it was a free one, and you saw Marius Obakop, who got a free look and right up over the top. Take a look at this. This would be good in pro football, not good in this kind of football. Take a look right out in front. We'll get it across to the middle. There it is. Now watch this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, what a great opportunity there. Just pops it up over the top.
The oblong football game, that was a good field goal.
Absolutely.
This one, a little high.
Did the right job, opened up his foot, though.
You talk about the Citrus Bowl. They let high school teams play in there. I actually did a game down there one time in the ABC booth, and I was on the sideline. Almost got my mic taken away because it ended up that I was on the same frequency as the sound system there. So the public address, I was doing public address for a while. I didn't even know it. And the guy came over and said, hey, I have to go to another channel. So, but they actually rent out the football stadium for $1 to the high school teams there.
Really?
Yeah, it's like $1. So there's another shot. Oh,
Noble.
What
a save by Noble.
What a rocket shot there. Noble with the save.
Boy, that was a missile from out there.
Oh. So take a look at this shot. About 25 yards out, and Noble right on it. Noble hasn't been tested a lot tonight. That's only his 3rd save in the game, but that was a big one. There's another one coming down. This one's going to miss everything. So City gets it back, 64-30 into this one. And they lead 2-1. A very uneasy 2-1 lead right now because Orlando has really been mounting some pressure here in the second half.
They have, and now Nick Noble's going to get a yellow card here for stalling.
That'll be the third yellow card of the game now. 5 cards in this game so far. We had 7 in the first one, 2 red. Starting to cool off a little bit here at the stadium now.
Yeah, the wind's starting to pick up.
A lot of new numbers coming in here in the second half right now for Orlando. With a new instant game for the Pennsylvania Lottery, you could win top prizes of $100,000 or a luxury trip package. Play Escape to Margaritaville, or Margaretville rather, excuse me, today. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every single day. Don't want to get caught up confusing Margaret with Margarita. They are 2 entirely different things. I guess we could say Pegville, but that wouldn't be right either, would it?
True. Oh, nice header down in front there.
Oh, right there. Good shot, just a chance. Another save here by Ridgers with his 6th save of the night. First of the second half.
Warshaw with that header down in there.
And of course, Warshaw, local product, big favorite here. Bobby Warshaw out of Mechanicsburg.
He's had a tremendous career.
Well loved here for City. Wilson. I have a feeling that the next goal gets scored in this game is going to be the winning team. It has that feel to it.
It does. It does. And Orlando's fought themselves back in well here, and they're knocking on the door. So
we saw Louisville do a little in the second half the other night, play kind of defensively, and then got rocked. And all of a sudden, they just pulled their fangs out one more time and came down and scored almost like they just knew they needed it.
Harrisburg attacking that far side now, trying to loosen this defense up.
Talk a little bit about maybe what Orlando's done here differently in the second half than the first, Chad, from what you can see.
Well, the biggest thing I've seen is they haven't turned the ball over as much as we saw in the first half. Nice ball swung in here. Jankowski's trying to get on it. They really didn't, in the first half, they just didn't seem comfortable on the ball. They turned it over an awful lot. They weren't able to get possession that gets, the defensive team that you're going against chasing a little. And we saw Harrisburg do that in the first half. Now Orlando's settling into game. It's almost as if they've gotten comfortable, and now Harrisburg's doing the chasing because Orlando's settling the ball, moving the ball around. When you can get comfortable in a game, it's amazing where you can go with that. As we got another yellow card here.
This one is going to be on
47.
And that's Marius Obakop. He'll get the yellow card. So they are piling up. That's the 3rd now against Orlando on Obakop, his first. So 6 cards out so far tonight, all yellow.
The booking the 68th minute.
So we'll take a look at it here if we can. And here you'll see Obakop come over right there and a little slide, and he caught him.
Double cleats coming in. Going to be an instant yellow.
So a restart.
We'll see. Oh yeah, that's definitely a yellow card there. And if he'd have made more contact, could have been a red. He had actually slid a little bit past him, so he's lucky to be finishing out this game.
Good back pass there. Trying to chase it down is Hughes. There's Johnson to McLaws. Johnson fighting for the middle.
Good
nice
battle
job by McLaws.
Nice play back there.
Here's Baril. Little pass up there instead to Bembo. Bembo comes up a little limp there again. The one thing I've learned from soccer the first 2 nights, if Oscars were to be handed out many times, a lot of these players could be walking away with one, right?
Absolutely. It's actually a part of the game that I can't stand, though. It's,
they're always selling. I could have been injured.
I'm a firm believer that more yellow cards should be given out for embellishment.
Right.
If I can kick that one out.
Or embezzling a call for that matter.
That too. I just think it would change the game for the better. Nice defensive play there. Good slide. Good clean tackle as well. But yeah, I just hate the embellishment of the game. I think that's partly why it's not a real popular game amongst some people. You know what I mean? If that, but it's part of the game.
It's kind of like in
you like it or
basketball
love it.
for a long time. I know the PS.
Well, yeah, they've changed that now. The NBA and stuff, haven't they?
Trying to fake charges all the time and so forth. And PIA, I know, had clamped down on that for a while. But you know, it's one of those things now. If they really think you're faking it, they'll call it. So Bembo heads out of the game.
Number 4, Youssef Nasiri.
So Youssef Nasiri into the game now. Youssef Nasiri, midfielder out of Casablanca, Morocco.
Ricardo Bembo went out.
Bembo has gotten knocked around pretty well here so far tonight, but has also been very, very instrumental in this game.
I think he was very productive for Billy tonight in the Islanders. I think he brought a lot to the game. I think it was a good time for a substitution. Harrisburg needs some new energy into this right now, and this is really when Billy likes to bring in some new energy and a couple players that can go hard at a tired defense. And so we'll see if he makes another substitution that allows him to do that as well.
Series' most recent stop at Christian Brothers University.
So right out of college. So here's a player that you're looking at. His first ranks in professional soccer, playing right here in Harrisburg.
Maybe the only guy tonight to have a movie named after where he's from. Play it again, Sam.
There you go.
Goal kick, Orlando City B.
Little Humphrey Bogart classic, right?
Yep. That would be before my time, but I do know what you're talking about.
Careful, careful. This could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. It also could be the beginning of a new enemy. That was the end of the movie, by the way. I would try to do my Humphrey Bogart imitation, but nobody would get it because no one remembers it.
The sad part is I can't really say that too much anymore because I'm getting to the age where I'm the old guy.
Follow us on Twitter at City_Islanders and vote and retweet our Man of the Match poll. Vote for your Man of the Match.
Great ball down in here. If Jankowskis can get on the other side, he did.
Jankowskis getting it to the middle. Oh, he's free for a moment. Jankowskis. Oh,
Take
going to
it
get taken down.
Great tackle in there. I think a good no call on that one. Defender looked like he got all the ball. Nice run, though, by Jankowskis.
Just for a moment there in a pretty dangerous area on that tackle. So Orlando ducks one there. Jankowskis did a nice job.
Here comes Orlando the other way with some momentum now. This is where they got to be more productive. They haven't gotten the ball wide much tonight. If they can get the ball wide, but they've got to be able to do something with it.
Take a look at that tackle inside the penalty area again.
Jankowski with a nice turn there.
Look right there.
Oh, fantastic tackle.
Yes, it was.
Very clean. Another look at it from this angle. You'll see that the defender does a great job of getting in there. Tremendous no call. Great job by the official on that one. Islanders won't like me saying that, or City won't, but a good call.
Oh, that was a good call.
Yep.
So Rocha, a lot of some new numbers here in the game right now for Orlando.
Orlando's stretching the field a little bit more than we've seen. Now they got to get it out wide, but they've got to get the services in.
You look, little through ball there.
They need to get it out wide and get the service now. From the outside, they're trying to walk through the middle of the field where it's the most congested. They need to pull that ball outside, stretch that back line a little bit, and then play a ball in. They're getting the opportunity to get the ball, forward. They're just not. They're not being able to capitalize once they've got it out wide.
Do you sense a little bit here for the moment that City is kind of sitting back and just sitting on this lead right now? It almost seems like they're getting caught standing. We saw it the other night just a little bit at times.
It looks a little bit like that, and this is typically when, wow, that was a...
we should go to City. It was off white.
It actually went off the City player's own foot and back out of bounds. But either way, Harrisburg isn't a team that typically sits back, but the problem is when they do, they lose.
Yeah.
They tend to get that late goal comes in, and then right away another one comes in, and so as a person that's watched them play for, the last 11 years, that's when I get nervous as a viewer and a fan. you know, when are they going to pick the pace back up and play offensively? Because you know, history has not been good to them when they've laid, you know, park the bus. If you want to,
of course, this is
put it that way.
13th season here. Looking for their 127th win in that course of time.
And all with one coach. You don't see that too often. Billy Betcher, the first coach and the only coach that has been with Harrisburg through its whole.
See Harrisburg packed in defensively into the middle of the field right now. Guarding that goal, that 1-point lead, 75th minute we're in now. 2-1. City leads.
And you know, Harrisburg is doing a good job of clogging the center of the field, but you know, we've still got 15 minutes of soccer to play here.
Well, you know, again, what's happening to Orlando right now, they're on the attack.
Great ball.
And all of a sudden you get something like this maybe.
Good look. Nice defensive play too there. You saw getting back a little tired on that one there as Harrison Heath.
The ball being thrown back into play here. I was actually playing soccer when this rule came into play.
Yeah, I heard on the broadcast the other night you were saying when you first started playing soccer it was a kick in.
Kicked it, yeah, you kicked it in from the side. I much prefer the throw, especially these guys that can do the somersaults and the throws and things like that. You don't see that right now, but.
And another yellow card coming here, and
this yellow card is going to be on Devron Garcia. So they match the number of cards that were hurled down the last time in Orlando.
16, Devron Garcia.
So Garcia picks up the yellow card. Not one of the things you're happy about picking up.
Nope. But you're okay as long as you don't pick up a second one.
That's right. Or the one that says red.
That's right. So restart here for Harrisburg. A good opportunity here. Maybe just take one at the goal. A little far out for that.
You see Warshaw there and Burrill.
Jankowski's near the top of the box. Looks like he's ready to maybe make a run down through.
Wilson in there as well.
They're going to go for it here. That one blocked.
Blocked by the wall. Now Wilson gets it. Sends it back in again. Nobody home there. And be a goal kick out.
Orlando sensing the urgency, starting to move that ball quickly. They're going to start just pounding this ball forward and seeing if they can put somebody on the end of it. What they need right now is somebody to step up top, one of these strikers or somebody that's going to be able to hold the ball up a little bit to get some more players forward, put a little bit more pressure on this defense of Harrisburg. Harrisburg right now just needs to keep doing what they're doing, maybe get a couple runs forward, take the ball to the corners a little bit, maybe slow the game down.
Off to the far side, they'll try to reset their attack now, probably kick it back to the keeper here.
This is good. That a little bit of pressure right there allowed Harrisburg to move everybody up, close the field down.
I was actually a keeper when I played in high school, and my soccer career ended when I caught the ball down on the baseline the one time, flipped behind my back to the fullback who kicked it out. And by the time he kicked it out and the ball came down, I was on the sideline sitting. And that's when I turned to golf. My coach didn't appreciate the athletic move that I made, the prowess that I showed.
I would think he'd want to keep you in there if that's exactly what you want out of a
Ingenuity,
goaltender.
Right? Yeah. I think I was before my time.
There you go.
It was years ahead of my time. Probably today I'd be all right.
Trendsetter.
I set a trend all right. Next time our team went away to play, I played left back. I'm not talking
What'd
about
you
position.
say, you got left back?
I said I played left back, yep. I wasn't there. Oh, there's a bad bounce.
Yeah, you can see maybe that's part of that line, the transition between the.
It's maybe the first bad bounce I've seen in 2 nights. It's amazing.
Yeah, this surface, I was able to go down and walk in the field a little bit earlier. It's in tremendous shape.
McLaw is sending it across the touchline. He brought back in there very quickly by Mickey Ambrose. Ambrose fighting for position in the corner with it.
Yeah, that's going to be a corner kick. So good battle down there. Good job. earning that corner kick late in the game and giving him, an opportunity to get something at the goal here.
Mikey Ambrose actually doing some great footwork there in the corner. That's the 5th corner kick coming up now for Orlando City. To be taken here by Harrison Heath. So if he hits the top of the net, is it a Heath bar?
I don't know. That's a good one. Nick Noble's going to have to play this when he does.
So Noble with his 4th save of the night.
All gyms are not created equal. Come experience the difference at the gym.
That ball's going to come down wet.
3 years running. Gold's
It's
Gym.
really up to the atmosphere.
Home of the Parisian
Good hustle over there by Josh Hughes.
Official training gym on the
A
city
foul
island.
called there.
Orlando City being fouled against number 47.
We've got
So the foul's on Marius Obakop.
yeah, it looks like Thomas is down. I'm wondering if he may be
Cramping up a little bit,
starting
maybe?
to cramp, so they may be, see if he gets subbed out. I know they're.
Well, you see the automatic, the toe going up toward the head, and that's usually the sign of a cramp. He's got it up kind of.
Harrisburg, what have they done? 3 subs so far?
Yes.
They got 2 more they can bring in, so they can sub him out and get some fresh legs in there, especially defensively. If he's cramping up, you don't want to have that happen again on a run down the outside or something.
Foster went out the other night relatively early in the game. He was replaced by Wheeler, and we haven't seen Foster back yet. I know he's over there on the bench tonight.
Yep. Billy had mentioned, they wanted to try and see if they could get the taller players in there up front and, hold up that ball. I think Harrisburg's done well. I think that Jankowskis has done well since he's come in off the bench.
It certainly worked well for them in the second half the other night when they committed to the 2 longer players, if you will. Good job trapping down there. Is this going to be a corner?
That was a great run by Burrill, and he gets the corner out of it. It's going to kill a little time on the clock. It's going to give him another opportunity at the goal. That's that hustle that he brings to the team. It's like an Energizer bunny.
The 3rd quarter of the night now for City Football Club, City FC. And this will be hooking right in toward the goal. We'll see.
Right down in front. It's loose still in there.
Oh,
that
it
one
was wide open for a moment.
And we got some kicking going on there. 45 actually giving a kick to the back.
And Warshaw down there in front, and you've got another guy down. Let's get his number.
Ambrose actually kicked him in the back while he was down.
So now they're going to sort it all out.
Yes, the player's down. Warshaw, he went for the bicycle kick and caught the player in the head with the cleat, and he's injured on the play here. It looks like pretty good. So the ball gets swung in here. It'll pop up in the air right here, and you'll see Warshaw goes for the bicycle kick.
Right
yeah,
in the
that's going to
chops.
be a.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, that was right in the chops. He was trying to go for the bicycle kick. Look at this. Right here it comes. There it is.
Yeah,
Oh, man. Right in
that,
the left
is
eye.
that Heath that's down? No, it's 54.
And that's going to be Keegan Smith. Keegan Smith being attended to right now. And, man, that was bad looking.
Yeah, that's a.
Glad to see him up on a knee. Keegan Smith took a shot.
We'll see what the referee actually calls on this one. It didn't, it's
all in the context of the play, wasn't it?
It's a tough call because, yeah, it's a legal play to play a bicycle kick, but when you make contact like that, is it then,
You're going for the ball, though. It's not like you were trying to kick the guy. Keegan Smith, by the way, out of the University of San Diego. Did they give a red card on that?
So it looks like
red card to Warshaw?
It looks like it might be. There's only 10 players. No card.
No.
They've got their full 11 on the field. Actually, no. Warshaw is heading towards the locker room. So they are.
So there are only 9 players in the field now.
So they did give a red card for the high kick and dangerous, and
wow,
they gave an instant red for that. So am I. But you know what?
But you tried to make a play on the ball. It wasn't like he had the intent of going after him and trying to make a dangerous play.
Well, it is a legal play, but at the same time, technically anything up there is a dangerous play. So therefore, I think because of maybe the injury that was caused by the play, maybe that's why the red card was given. It's kind of one of those ones you argue and you don't. You know what I mean? It's
tough call, though.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you know.
Because if you hit the ball and you score, it's a great goal.
Right.
But not even talking about that.
But he didn't make any contact whatsoever with the ball, and I think maybe that's why the red card was issued. And at the end of the day, it's the protection of the player that's injured in my mind. That's how I always look at it. You want to protect the players out there. At the end of the day, it's just a game.
Well, 5 minutes plus the extra time yet in this game. That's about 4.5 minutes plus the extra time, and there's going to be some significant extra time tonight.
Exactly. So Warshaw with that red card, that changes a little bit here.
This is basically what happened the last time when Orlando was actually down 2 players in that last game on April 16th. That's when City FC scored. So now they've got to buckle it down here in the middle.
Yeah, Harrisburg desperately needs these 3 points, and Orlando, really needs to see if they could pick up at least a point out of this road trip here.
They just got themselves another corner here, the 6th of the night. So 3 in the first half, 3 in this half, and they'll get a chance to do it right here. They quickly line it up.
They're bringing everybody up as well.
The nice thing here is if you're Harrisburg, you get a chance to get this and send it out very quickly. Across the far side, putting it up high again.
Great ball right across the front. Can they get a shot off? It hits the back of his own player.
Look at this.
Great job clearing that one out for Harrisburg.
Look how far up here the keeper is, Mark Ridgers. Everybody committed forward now. Again, if you're City, you just keep sending it back down here and hoping maybe you get a little quick run.
87th minute here, so plenty of time for Orlando to keep pushing here. Harrisburg just needs to grind it out.
Down 1 man on the penalty. The clock keeps ticking now down to 3 minutes, and then again plus the extra time.
This is where your team shows what they're made of.
Dangerous moment here. Can't get it out of the side. Ball gets thrown in very quickly. Trying not to let Harrisburg set up defensively here is Orlando. There's a head, and Noble with another good anticipation there.
That may be the moment of the match right there, is that save by Noble on that header.
5th save of the night now by Nick Noble as he'll get it out of there again, long and deep. Take up those precious seconds. Here comes Orlando again. 1-man advantage. Right now, if you're Harrisburg, just want to pack it in. Get a far side. Good block again.
It's not because of the extra man, but this is the best movement that we've seen from Orlando all game in terms of ball movement. It's quick, it's precise, it's on target.
They're seeing Hughes come up a little lame over on the far side. So Hughes taking his time getting the ball in bounds. We're down to about 1:45 left here, plus the extra time.
Yellow card issued there for stalling.
Yep. That is the 8th card of the game.
Let's go City.
Actually, we're going to say the 9th card of the game because the red card we had forgotten about that sent Warshaw to the locker room.
2 players coming together hard there. That was a hard knock on both of them. DePrima.
Hard to believe they have 2 more cards in this game than they had in the entire last contest, and everybody said that was chippy. This one hasn't really been chippy, though. This one has been well played, I think.
Yeah, it has. So Rocha and DePrima coming together there. DePrima, of course, coming off a knee surgery and everything last year after an injury at the beginning of the year. Missed the whole season last year, basically, and then good to see him back. Another local prodigy as well.
So we're now inside the last minute of the clock, but then we go to the extra time. And for City, just continuing to try to kick that ball the other direction and keep it away from the goal. For Orlando, a sense of urgency. Down 2-1. Ball taken by Michael Ambrose there. Keegan Smith back in there, by the way, and after getting that hit in front of the goal a little bit ago. Harrisburg fighting like crazy in the middle right now.
4 minutes of stoppage time. It's going to be 4 minutes.
So 4 minutes now we're going to play, and
4 minutes of stoppage time added to the end of the second half.
it's a battle. Kicking it out. Good job down there defensively. That was Jantauskas.
Let's go City!
So under 4 minutes to play now. As Harrisburg continues to pack it in, trying to protect a 1-goal lead. Long kick, wide. Probably a little further out than you really wanted to be, but a nice clean look.
And on a night like tonight, that ball skips on the dew a little bit. It's actually not a bad shot from out there, especially this late in the game.
Now
You got to put it on goal.
We're high up here right now, but if the breeze is blowing a little bit down there as it was, then it gets tricky. Could knuckle on you a little bit. So Noble, another long one out. Harrisburg just trying to defend the 1-goal lead, and you're going to get a little undercut there. Nothing worse than going up in the air and seeing a guy with his back bent underneath you when you come down.
That's for sure.
2-1. City trying to get their second win of the season and get 3 points here tonight. They'd move out ahead, obviously, of Orlando, who's up 4-3 on them in the season so far.
Yeah, Harrisburg needs a win here. They need to get back on target here.
Here's McLaws. Just going to look to keep that ball alive down there in their end for a little bit. Short passing. There's Wilson with it.
Playing right to the corner, yep.
Back to McLaws. Again, send it down there. They got a lot of real estate you got to cover. Then all the way back across the far side for Orlando. And it gives Harrisburg plenty of chance to regroup their defense and get back down into position.
Killed a good 45 seconds off there.
You hear the wind now up here. Really picked up a little bit, although the flags are still hanging limp out there in center field. So Harrisburg trying to make sure that they block the middle. You don't want to go to sleep here in the last few minutes. Trying to serve it into the middle. Kicked out of there again by, this time by Johnson. One more look here, look out. Good block there again, this time by DePrima. And the official says it's going to be a direct kick here.
This one's going to be a foul against Harrisburg.
Foul against Harrisburg as we tick down.
Number 4.
Yusuf Nasiri with the foul, so.
We'll take a look and see if we can see what happens on the far side. The ball played in. Right there on the backside. Yeah, Yusuf come in a little late on that, so good call actually.
Boy. Down to final seconds here. Then Noble with a great save to end it, his 6th of the night. And City FC walks out of here with a big win tonight to go 2-3. 3 points. That'll be 6 now in the league. They move out ahead of Orlando, and a great win tonight here. Really neat soccer game to watch here this evening. Chad?
It's been a good one. We'll take a quick break here, and then when we come back, we'll look at our highlights of the game. So stay with us.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even
Video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
And welcome back to FMB Field here, where tonight City FC victorious 2-1 over Orlando. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here tonight. There were a bunch of things going on tonight, all kinds of stories within the story.
Great game.
But to take a look here at the
corner kick here, this one will be swung in. This Johnson's goal here.
Johnson.
Well, that's the one that went right back across the face of the goal.
Johnson said that should have been a goal for me, right? And then coming down the field here is Orlando.
We're seeing a lot of this.
Really, the aggressor of the first half was City. And here you watch, look at that, right off.
The goaltender, Burrill again, you see this one takes it down in.
And that was Burrill wearing number 8 in the first half. And he switched to 21 for some unknown reason. There's the goal kick, or actually the penalty kick from Roched's. And then it would come right back down here.
That ball cleared out. That was an earlier one.
Don't need to see that one again. That
looks like we're seeing a repeat on those ones.
That was like a nightmare. That was Roched. So there you have it tonight as they walk off the turf tonight. Our next game coming up here, we'll be doing it right the night before Mother's Day. Now, I got a great suggestion for all of you out there. Making a nice Mother's Day present. Bring her out here. It's the night before. It is on May 7th. It'll be 7 o'clock here at FMB Field, and we're looking forward to it. Cincinnati coming into town. They're one of the newest teams in the league. And, of course, the next game coming up now, I guess April 30th, they'll be out. Will be the next game here for City. It will be on the road. And I was just looking down here to try to catch up very quickly with that. But that will be at Rochester, the Rochester Rhinos at Salem Stadium. That'll be on April 30th. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Chad, final word on this one.
I think it was a good showing for both teams. I think Harrisburg came away with a big 3 points. I thought they had a great showing in the first half, maybe a little bit lax in the second. Orlando, I thought, waited a little too long to get into the game, but got into it. Overall, I think a much better game than most people saw in Orlando, but I think a good game for both teams and a good win for Harrisburg.
Thanks so much to Chad Edwards. Great working with you tonight, Chad. And to Josh Edwards tonight, back there in the truck, doing a wonderful job producing tonight. And all of our Invicta crew who give you the great pictures here all the time, especially some of those instant replays that were phenomenal. We thank them. Thank all of you tonight for joining in here. Again, from FMB Field tonight, City. The City Islanders, City FC, doesn't matter what you call them tonight, you can call them winners because they won 2-1 over Orlando here tonight in this big USL matchup. I'm Gary Sutton. Have a great evening, everyone.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.